We're doing what we always do here. I'm doing a twist out that's gonna last me a few days. That's what I'm doing. I got my innersence, quiet, calm, curl control. I also have a repair mask in my hair that I put on right when I got out of the shower. I'm tired today because I spent all day this morning, not all day, but this morning, like cleaning, and I'm having some cleaning people come in about an hour and 45 minutes. So yeah, I can get done with my hair, and usually about an hour I can get done with it. So let's get into it. We're sectioning the hair like we always do so that I can work in it one section at a time. What do y'all up to? Y'all know what, as a comedian, I just feel like, first of all, I made a video about, I've been talking about how I don't like men who dance for years now, ever since I went on Kev on Stage podcast. If you know the reference, you know the reference. But anyway, this video I just posted, I just don't understand people acting like me saying I don't want a man who gets up in the middle of the room and dances. They act like I'm saying something discriminatory. And I also don't understand the women who in the comments like, oh, well, black men, they just can't be joyous. Black men are joyous all the time. Like, I just don't like a man who gets up and dances in the middle of the room without his partner. And I just don't like it. I like a shy guy. That's just my preference. I'm like, I don't understand how men can get online every single day and say things that they don't like and do like, and they're like literally dead serious. They're like, I'm serious too, like I don't like it. But I'm not preventing anybody else from living their life. And this is just one of those things. I consider myself a pretty politically correct comedian. So it's just like, well, what am I allowed to make jokes about? If I'm destroying me single-handedly, I'm destroying black boy joy. First of all, I don't make content for men. I don't make content for men. Like, if you want black boy joy, there's plenty of men on here who make really great content for that. I'm not one of them. Like, follow Conscious Lee or somebody. He be dancing and he be in the comments laughing about it. Like, when I'm the type of person when I'm like, if I can't joke about this, well, I can't joke about nothing. If I can't joke about this, this is harmless to me. Then some people, I'm like, black people so homophobic. Some people are like, oh, well, it's because these guys are sassy. No, it's not. There's nothing sassy about Chris Brown. He hits women. I'm talking about him too. And then I just delete people who mention anything about Chris Brown. Because it's like, oh, well, if Chris Brown asks you out. First of all, Chris Brown, there's like a million reasons why I would not be in the same room with Chris Brown ever. First of all, I'm not going to a concert. Second of all, he doesn't like dark-skinned women. Third of all, I hate abusers. Like, I don't know why. I'm sorry, I don't want my man on the floor grinding the floor. I don't think that's sexy to me. And it's partially something very easy and very fun for me to make fun of. But people be acting like No, it has nothing to do with homophobia, you guys. I personally don't like it. I like a shy guy. I like men who are shy and nerdy. That's what I like. And I get cringe. I cringe whenever I see a man in the middle of the room dancing, grinding, doing all that type of stuff. I cringe. I've never liked it. Hell, a lot of people don't even know. My daddy, hey, Cretavious, hey, Niles. My daddy is a dancing man. My daddy loved to get up in the middle of the room and dance. I don't like that. I never said, go daddy, go daddy. I'll say, oh my God, daddy, can you sit down? Sit down. My daddy loved to dance, and he loved attention. I don't like a man like that. That's the T. My mama like that, and that's okay. My mama like that. She thought that was cute and sexy and everything. That's her business. I don't like it. Woo. Okay, now we down to where we can actually start. I feel like my hair, y'all know I've been working on my hair health for the past, since last year, but we're now down to the point where my hair is really thickening up, which is a great thing. The density is increasing. So I have more hair to work with now. So let's get to the twists. Yeah, my dad will hit a 1-2. That's his favorite thing to do. And that's why I know my joke is not problematic. This is personal to me. Call it childhood trauma, call it whatever you want. But my dad is a dancing man, and he's not offended by this. He thinks it's very hilarious. Y'all need help. I have women in the comments saying, oh, this is why you single and you in a boring relationship. First of all, what relationship? Second of all, I'm not even legally single. I'm trying to be single so bad. I had to call my divorce lawyer today. I think I'm hopefully by the end of the year, I will be legally single by September. Actually. Y'all, please. One girl commented, I blocked. Because I block negativity on my page. This is not the community for you. One person was like, you just have low self-esteem. No, I don't. I don't. I don't like men who dance. I don't like that. Anyway, one of the guys who was in that video commented on Instagram, and he was in the comments. I was like, oh, this must be the guy from the video. And so I pinned his comment to the top. I'm like, if I tagged him, I'm like, if y'all care about men who dance so much, follow him. Get him to 1,000 followers. Let's see how many he gonna have at the end of the week. Because right now he had about 602. Thank you, Queen. If y'all care so much, go find his page, follow him. Support him. Y'all care about Black King so much, go ahead and follow that Black King. Follow him on his journey. Hell. It's on my Instagram. No, I don't part with the comb. That's too time consuming and nobody can see your parts. I just part with my fingers. Now, I don't know. This was a girl who said I had low self-esteem. Talking about you having low self-esteem, this doesn't make you look better or something like that. I'm like, people just say anything on the internet. Y'all just go around and comment on anything. Somebody was like, oh, that's because you don't like African American. Somebody was like, African American men can't dance. African men are the only one, and Caribbean men are the only ones who can dance. Where are the smart people on my page? Because I was literally married to an African man, and he didn't dance. It's not about where you're from. I don't like men who dance. I don't find it attractive. People say anything to try to make something that's just very simple more complex in your comments. Like, no, it's not that. I like men from all top parts of the diaspora. I just personally don't like no man who dance. And somebody's like, oh, what about noops? We dance at weddings. No, thank you. I stopped dating Kappas when I was 20. I'm good, love. And I don't want to be at no wedding with my man and he taking over the whole wedding. Where's the bride? Where is the bride? Applesauce, mind your business. I'm about to block you. Say no to noops. I'm sorry. You did the same thing yesterday. You asked me questions I clearly don't want to answer because I am ignoring your questions. I'm blatantly ignoring them, and you keep asking me the same questions. Girl, the wedding is about both of them. Yeah, well, I'll tell you who it's not about. Kappas. That's who it's not about. It's not about you and your homeboys. And that's what happens when the Kappas get on stage and get to doing their thing for 20 minutes. Where's the bride? Is she doing an outfit change? Cause that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is her and her girls gonna come out here and dance next? Okay, so the products that I'm using, I used a Kerastee. I'm gonna show y'all all 3 products I use. I only use 3 products right now. These are the only 3 things I put on my hair, and these are the only 3 things that's gonna be on my hair. Okay. Not you, ate me up. When I got out of the shower, I put this 8-hour magic night serum on here. I know it's not nighttime. It's fine. So I put this on here, and then I moisturize my hair with the Innersence Quiet Calm Curl Control. This is just not thick and juicy enough for me, so I just put it on my hair as like a hydrating element. And then I'm using cocoa cream, Curl's Daughter. I really like this. Yeah. So that is the product list. I saw a girl, I commented on a girl's video, Quintavious, I'm having somebody come clean my place. My baby, this is my 2nd day baby free because my baby went to Texas with my family to give me a break. And today, all I did was I cleaned up this morning, and so I'm having some cleaners come to do a deep clean on my place. When you have a toddler, your floors and stuff be so dirty and everything. I don't use mousse on my hair. And yeah, so they're coming to do a deep clean on my place, which I'm very happy about. And while they're here, I'm probably gonna go to the gym. I really don't have like any set in stone plans today, but I'm gonna go to the gym. And after the gym, I'm probably going to sit down, work on my Patreon, work on answer some emails and stuff like that. My cleaning people, they've been cleaning my place for 3 years almost. Like, I love him. Very trustworthy. So I just leave and then they come clean, or I'll probably be here when they get here, and then they clean. I just leave them and they leave, and they handle everything, and they text me when they're done. So so yeah, so after that, I don't know what I might do, honey. I'm not gonna make any content today. Tomorrow's I was thinking about making content about my mommy break, but I've already started my day, so but I do want to go to the gym, work out, shower, and then I'll just go bop around town, I guess. I have some packages I can go pick up from my mailbox. Thank you, Quintavious. Okay. This is feeling weird. Okay. Anyway, so one girl commented, or she made a video. It was a girl and she had pretty long hair. Like her twist, she had mini twists and her twists were like down here. And she said one thing that black girls love to say on my videos is like, oh, when she talks about her natural hair, it's like, oh, it's because your hair is long. It's because your hair is long. And I commented that they said the same thing on my videos. First of all, I don't believe I have long hair. I've never, like, if you described me, you would not say, oh, it's Jasmine. She has a big afro or long hair. You would not really say that. You would just say, oh, she has like natural hair. And my hair's not long. Like, but her twists were this long. Her hair was long. My hair is like medium length. But the girls always be like, oh, your hair is easier because it's long. No, that's not what y'all mean. Y'all mean because my hair is long, it's more acceptable to wear out. That's what y'all mean. My hair is not easier because it's long. All of it is the same amount of ease, just about. It's more time consuming. Because if you have short hair, I would imagine like your twists and your styles would not take as long. Your detangling would not take as long. Everything would not take as long. Like, yeah, they have beef with shrinkage. Like, our hair is going to shrink. I've seen girls in the comments be like, my shrinkage is terrible. Girl, that's your hair. I hate that we started naming this stuff to like, that's not shrinkage. Those are your curls. Like, if you want longer hair, you have to take care of your hair at this state. Shrinkage is good. It's a sign that you have really healthy strands that bounce back after being stretched. But like, the girl in the video was saying, my hair was short at one point. You know, she was like, my hair hasn't always been long. Yeah, the word shrinkage to me is just kind of like, Chantel, are you saying you think because you sectioned your hair it was faster? Versus what? Yours didn't look full, Denish. Okay, here's the thing. In order to have fuller looking hair, this is not for everybody. Some people just have thin hair, which is not something that you can solve, right? Some people just have thin hair. We all have fine hair. My hair is very fine, but it's dense in its natural state, okay? But if you have, I just commented on a girl's page. I'm glad that I'm getting a lot of hair struggle videos coming up on my feed. I guess because what I posted and what I'm engaging with. But one girl was like saying that her hair was thin, and I went to her page and I went back and I said, it's because you wear your hair straight. Wearing your hair straight will de-densify your hair. Like, that's what it is. You wear your hair in its natural state more often and it should thicken up, because your hair, the hair strands will not be compromised. You're compromising the integrity of your hair by wearing it straight. It doesn't matter if you're straight natural. It doesn't matter if it's a relaxer. Your hair will be thicker if you stop straightening it. But the problem is, and you'll see this with my own hair when we get to the top, this hair is very thick, very dense. But I have hair that's compromised at the top that is not as dense as this because I straightened it, and that hair has to grow out. You don't have to big chop it. You know, you do not have to big chop it. But that hair has to grow out if you wear it straight, because you're going to be measuring. That's why your roots will be a lot thicker. The middle and top of your hair is a lot thicker. I don't know how you wear your hair or anything like that, so. So like, that's the thing, like people have to realize, like you have to manipulate, you have to do less manipulation. Oh, you have locks now, oh, okay. Thank you, Quintavious. I just saw a black guy post, I don't believe in wash and goes. I've never tried a wash and go. To me, it's not a wash and go. If I have to spend 30, 45 minutes putting several different products in my hair. I also think wash and goes involve gels, and I don't put gel in my hair because gels make your hair stiff. When your hair is stiff, you cannot manipulate your hair. That's why I like for my twist outs to be soft. That way, when I untwist them, I can style my hair in different ways so that I can manipulate my hair. But if you have gel, you've makes your hair stiff, right? Let me block this person. Is this my baby daddy? Let me block them. Anyway, if your hair is stiff, right, you go to pull your hair apart and those ends are hard. So your hair is being tugged and tugged and tugged, right? You don't want your curls to be crunchy when you have this type of hair because our hair is so fragile. You make a thin piece of hair stiff and you make the wrong move when you manipulate it, it's gonna break. You know, so that's why I don't believe in using gels on my hair. Okay? That's just my own philosophy. I personally, and this is for my people who have my hair texture. If you have a looser curl and you like for your curls to be stiff at first, some girls I've seen videos do that. We don't have the same hair texture. That might work for you. Your hair might not be as fine. The strands might not be as fine, so you could do that. But I don't believe in wash and goes because I'm not about to put 17 products in my hair to weigh my hair down. Like I don't have time for that. I do the twist. I walk around with my hair wet like this. I let it air dry. And I go to the gym, I do everything I need to do. I shower, I do everything I need to do. And when the twists start to look like, okay, or if I feel like I want to take them down, I take them down, wear my twist out for a couple of days, and then I start over. I've never had a shortcut because I have a funny shaped head. What oils do I use? I don't really put a lot of oil on my hair, but if I'm going to, like today, I won't do this, but you know, if I'm in the mood to like seal my hair with oil, then I use the Nasara Organics oil. It's basically like an olive oil base, but Nasara Organics is black owned. It's a girl who talks about healthy hair on her Instagram. Her products are very hard to get because she always sells out, but look them up and follow her page. She talks a lot about health hair. About healthy hair. But I'm not like, I don't put oils on my hair because my scalp will get irritated. So sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. But I don't have a routine with oils. Okay, I'll show again what exactly I used on my hair. I shampooed and conditioned my hair with Donna Karen's Sweet Potato Moisturizing Shampoo and Conditioner. When I got out of the shower, I used this It's a serum for strengthening. Okay. Whatever. Then I put this on my hair. Quiet Calm Curl Control, Innersence. I want my curls to be like a little bit more hydrated and juicy, so I'm finishing with cocoa cream. Carol's Daughter. This is a good twisting cream to me. I like it. It smells good. I was surprised that I liked it this much. Yeah, I really like this cream. How long do I keep the twists in? I don't have a regime for how long I keep them in. I keep them as long as my little heart desires. I don't do twists and keep them in for 2 weeks like some people. I like to change my hair a lot. I might put a wig on. I might put my clip-ins in. I might just wear the twist for a few days and then put my clip-ins in. I might take the twist down and wear my afro for 3 days and sleep on my afro and let it get big and everything like that, and then start over by washing my hair again. Yeah. Do I do anything for my scalp? Well, I mean, what is fast, Lauren? If you say your scalp, I don't do anything for my scalp because I'm constantly getting my scalp wet. The hydration is water. So I don't know what you could do for your scalp to hydrate your scalp besides use water. Also, you might have a scalp condition. You might want to go to a dermatologist and see what they have to say about it. I don't do anything for my scalp. Have I seen growth with my hair routine? I've grown my hair several times over my life. I know exactly what to do to grow my hair. It's this. I'll pull up a picture of what my hair looked like. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'll pull up a picture of what my hair looked like at the end of last year. Hold on, y'all. Let me scroll back. Okay, this is a good picture of what my hair looked like. This is probably like October. And this is what my hair looked like. I have a lot of compromised hair from the heat. And you can see that my twists don't look as full. And you can see that my twists, like my hair looks very thin right here. And that's because, that's why when I don't understand when I tell people that I've been natural my whole life, people make the assumption that I've had a perfect plan for my hair. And I've had even people comment and say, well, your hair's not even long. Well, I had a baby 3 years ago, and to be honest with you, I just started caring about my hair again last year. I didn't have the mental capacity to care for my hair, so I started just doing weaves. And I was like, I honestly, literally out loud said, I do not care about my hair. This is the last thing that I care about. So I just kept getting weave after weave after weave because it was just a lot easier, and I'm a single mom. And then last year I was like, okay, now I care about my hair again. And so I got some haircuts, but the problem is when I got the haircuts, they set me back because they pressed my hair too hard. And because they pressed my hair too damn hard and they gave me cuts, they didn't do anything. Like it compromised my hair. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to a salon anymore. I know what to do to grow my hair. I'm not going to worry about any of that. I'm just going to do what I know to do and just grow my hair like I've always grown it. It takes time. I'm trying to get my hair back to its healthy state. It just takes time. A lot of people don't have patience. A lot of people don't like the way that they look. A lot of people, yeah. How often do I trim? I'm not gonna go to a salon to trim my hair at all in 2025. I do micro trims, and I talk about this all the time, is after I do these twists, my hair does not need to be trimmed. None of this needs to be trimmed. But I do micro twists and then I trim the twists. It's a great way to trim your hair at home and trim your hair in its natural state. So it doesn't have to be flat iron. It doesn't have to be blow dried to trim. And you can trim tiny pieces at a time. You don't have to do a big cut. Okay, so like my hair looks okay. It's a little bit denser at the root, so you can tell like my hair's getting healthier over time. So you wish you could do it. Why can't you do it, Natalie? But you missing some fingers or something? Let me know. The brush is Felicia Leatherwood. But you don't have dexterity. You need to do some yoga. Thank you, Brianna. I think I had extensions in. Did I have extensions in when I was on there? Yeah, I think I had clip-ins in. Did I? Yeah, I've had this brush for 4 years. I'll show the products again in a minute. Let me finish this last twist up here in this section. I was thinking that straight hair natural would be easier, but I think it's probably not. I mean, you compromising your hair, and you're going to the hair salon every 6 weeks, and you flat ironing your hair every 6 weeks. Like, if you have this kind of hair texture, you do not want to be a straight natural. I was a straight natural up until I was like 20. The problem with being a straight natural is it doesn't matter if you straighten your hair once every 6 weeks and you don't touch it, your hair will be compromised. It will not be as thick. It will not be as luscious. It just won't. Yeah, I trim by myself. What is a straight natural? It just means you get your natural hair straightened. You don't have a relaxer. When I was growing up, girls, we did not wear our hair natural when I was in school. So nobody knew I had natural hair because I would just get it pressed or I would straighten it myself. My hair was not healthy. It did not thrive. But when I got older, I started to understand, okay, I used to blow dry my hair straight. And then I got a bad haircut. And then I had to cut all my hair. Then I had to just wear my hair in its natural state. So you just have to do what's best for you, but I just like talking to people about the way we view our hair. It's not hard, it's not complicated. It just likes to be left alone. It likes water. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to moisturize it. Yeah, there's no such thing as a protective style unless you are doing some sort of, like, I don't even think my clip-ins are a protective style. I think the metal clips on my head is bad for my hair, but I feel like it's like one of the least damaging protective styles that I can do. Also, whenever I wear clip-ins, the hair that gets left out is so incredibly dry. Even if I wet it and retwist it, by the end of the day, it's just incredibly dry. And the hair that I have tucked away underneath the clip-ins is so moisturized. It's a shame. Like, oh yeah, this is a protective hairstyle. I didn't really finish my thought, but like, there's not many protective hairstyles you can do with weave. Pink lotion. What is this? 1997? I hate the way pink lotion smells. It reminds me of my childhood, but not in like a good way. My mom used to slather my hair in pink lotion, and it never worked for me. And my hair would never it would never work on my hair. And I hate the way that it smells. Do I dry my hair before trimming it? No, I do not. I trim it when it's in mini twists like this. Let me see what my cleaning guy said. Hold on. I trim it when it's in mini twists like this. Let me see what my cleaning guy said. Hold on. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure he not coming early, child. Because please don't come. I'm trying to finish something. See, this hair has been compromised a lot by the heat. I'm trying to get this hair down here, up here. You can see I'm growing out a lot of the heat damage. And it's not necessarily unhealthy hair, right? I think damage is subjective. Because if I get this straightened, a beautician may not cut this off because they might say, okay, the ends are not split or anything like that, but this hair is just weaker. So that's the thing. The hair is weak. If I need to trim my hair at the end, I will show you. If I don't need to trim it at the end, I won't be trimming. Because as you can see, none of this hair needs to be trimmed. All I do is trim the scraggly pieces. Now, when I get to the top, there's more hair that can be trimmed, but I have to decide when I get done if it's worth me trimming right now or not. Do you wear your twists out or wrap your hair with the twist in? I wear my twists out like this. Look at my page. Y'all don't follow me? I wear my twists out on my videos. I wear my twists out like this. I'm about to go to the gym. My twists are just going to be hanging down. So I'm going to leave some hair out for when I do my clip-ins. I'll probably do my clip-ins Thursday. I'm parting this hair because I'm trying to be a little bit more precise, because I will have a hairstyle that I'll probably wear this weekend, like clip-ins or something like that. You need to see me on TV soon. I need to see me on somewhere soon. I'll be in Dallas on July 5th doing stand-up. I have 2 shows, and I'll be in New York on August 23rd. So come support African-American girls, since y'all don't know any African-American girls who are winning. The internet said they don't know African-American girls are winning. Well, guess what? Here go one right here. You come out, tell somebody about the show. You wish you could do your hair by yourself. You can do it. I mean, like, what's stopping you from doing it yourself? No, the girl just said it was about the beauty influencer. Anyway, I've talked about this before, but one reason I do my twists the way that I do them is because when you have cream on your hands, I'm like literally smoothing every strand down as I'm twisting it. So I'm making sure I'm touching it a lot because I'm making sure that every piece of the hair has product in it. And it's just like the process for me kind of like smoothing the hair down with my fingers like this. And it just makes sure it's nice and smooth and juicy by the time I get to the end. So this hair, you can see, look at this hair. This is because of heat. Now look at the roots. We even see some breakage here. I don't know if that's because I took down a weave and cut my hair on accident. That could very well be it. It could be just breakage just from the fact that the strands were no longer strong after the heat styles. We don't know, but it's fine. It'll grow out as long as we don't put any more heat on our hair. That's the goal for at least the rest of this year. I don't really imagine me putting heat on my hair this year or next year, and we'll see how my hair looks. I mean, there's not really much curl to this hair either compared to the back. Thank you, Siaki. So far, I'm not really seeing much I need to cut. This might be a piece that I need to trim. Hey, Brooklyn. Is that Brooklyn Godfather? Who's that? Oh, yeah. So this hair could probably be trimmed. If I want it to be. Like, it doesn't look as juicy as the other pieces, right? It looks very scraggly. So, all right, we're to the front now. I got too much product right here. I free part in the back and I part in the front. That's the part people care about. My hair is really thin on this side. It's always been thin, but braids and stuff has made my hair super thin on this side. That's why I don't wear braids anymore. If you scroll back to my old videos, I used to wear braids all the time, and I started doing them myself during the pandemic because I wanted less tension on my scalp, but braids are not good. The older you get, the less your scalp, from what I've seen for a lot of people, the less your scalp can handle braids. Sure, when you're 19, 20, 21, 22, in your 20s, you can do braids. When you get in your 30s, a lot of the times the braids can add too much stress on your scalp. That's why you see a lot of older women who don't have edges. So in order to prevent myself from being one of those women, I just had to say, I can't get braids anymore. That's a style that I could have gotten when I was younger. I just can't do it anymore because I want to have edges. So you can't really see this when my hair is in an afro. You can't really see it when my hair is straight either. But, you know, I'm protecting my edges at this point. That's why I don't do braids anymore. Sometimes people ask me, why? You used to wear braids all the time. Yeah, I don't want, and my other side's not like that. But my hair has always like been thin on this side, but I'm like I'm saving my edges. Like, one thing about me, you ain't got to tell me twice, honey. Some shit ain't working out. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I enjoyed it while it lasted, but I'm good, love. So yeah, it's not for everybody, but I'm just saying, for people, if you notice your hair is thinning around the edges, or particularly this, like these sides, stop getting braids. Braids are not a protective style. They're cute, but they're not protective. So I've been doing this. I need to be down by 120 in order to finish in an hour. I don't think it really depends on who's doing the braids. I really think that it also depends on your scalp, because like I said, I was doing my own braids. And if you go back, you can scroll back and look at my videos. I was doing my own braids, and I was doing them very big and chunky because I didn't want a lot of tension on my scalp. And my scalp was just telling me that it could not handle the tension. So you have to, it's just a part of listening to your body. And I never had these issues until, you know, 2020 and up. And I'm in my 30s now, you know, so it's just an element of like listening to your body. I would never recommend a girl who, if you see your, or a guy, if you see your scalp telling you not to get braids, go to a different braider. Just stop getting braids. Like, it's not really worth it. It's not really that worth it. Yes, I did large sections now. Still, my hair was like, girl, keep playing with me. And even sew-ins, like I kept getting sew-ins, and I would tell the person, do not sew this hair up. Leave all of this out. But like, if I had gotten more sew-ins on this side, I would literally be bald-headed over there. Hey, my afro, the wind blow, it would say, hey. My scalp would say, hey, bitch. Ooh, like, also, braids are not a protective style. Just to let you know, your hair is rubbing up against other hair that's not yours, creating friction. You're sleeping in a lot of friction. Like, your hair is not getting wet, it's not getting moisturized. You know, depending on how long you're keeping the braids in. You keep them in for a few weeks, okay? There's some of y'all keep y'all braids in too long. You grew up keeping your braids in that long? I could never keep my braids in that long, no. They wouldn't look good. So anyway, when I do this side, I do it because I'm gonna wear my mini twists like this today. But also, like, whenever I wanna tuck this hair away to do my clip-ins, it'll be easy, because I'll leave some of it out at the top. So I'm kind of like preparing, I'm parting it in a way that if I wanted to put my clip-ins in tomorrow, I could. They didn't look good in either. Yeah. My hair is just not feeling a little dry up here, so. All right. So this is hair I'm gonna leave out on top of my clip-ins. Let's do a little bit more. Okay. So this hair is going to be tucked away except for this. I'll probably leave this out too. I don't know. One thing about clip-ins is I can always switch it up and do whatever I want. Can y'all like the live? I've been on here educating, showing products. Only thing I ain't done is crack no jokes. I'm using Carol Daughter's cocoa cream. You struggle with your hair because it's not 4C? Never heard anybody say that, but okay. Never heard anybody say that. You keep shaving it off? You saving a lot of time asking for more. Hey, Osmosis. Niles, please get the fuck out of our face, please, Niles. Niles, please. Let me tell you something. Don't make a video about that, okay? This sound like pretty privilege. Can y'all hear me? TikTok keeps telling me that they can't hear me. That y'all can't hear me. TikTok pops up every 5 seconds and says, they can't hear you. Your microphone is being used by another app. I'm like, people are replying like y'all can hear me though. I'm confused. Okay. Okay, good. My hair in the front is so short. My poor Shayla. I've been trying to take care of you, girl. Look at my ends. We'll see if I'm gonna cut anything. Because even though the ends on two pieces on this side look bad, I might just cut those 2 pieces. But we'll see. We'll see where we end up. See, like that? Yeah. So I'm thinking like another part of the reason why my hair in my clip, when I wear my clip-ins, even though I'm not putting any heat on the hair, the reason why the hair at this top, at the top here, this leave out is not thriving is because of these ends, right? These ends are fragile they're compromised, and they're just not going to thrive the same way because the hair is really fragile and dry and brittle at the end, because probably it's not getting moisturized all the way through either. Versus the hair back here, my hair has always like been a little bit longer in the back, but it's always like tucked away in the back. So yeah, this hair is starting to dry up a little bit, so need to make sure I'm like, I trim these ends at the up here in the front. As you can see, my hair over here is a lot thicker. We talked about the other side. Like, it's just a lot thicker over here. So. What's the tea, y'all? Damn, we almost done. Can we, y'all ain't got nothing to talk about? What's the tea for today? Uh-oh. Oh, let me find some. Let me plug my phone up. What brush is that? Again? Click the link in my bio. Go to my LTK. Okay? It's the Felicia Leatherwood brush. If you're gonna buy it, at least go to my LTK so I can get 50 cents. Did I see the trailer for the Tyler Perry movie? No, I did not, child. Somebody suffering. A black woman suffering again. I don't know why. It's something about this hair right behind my ear. It always grows. I don't really know what that's about. Like, yeah, it's coming out Friday. I don't like Tyler Perry movies. Is a black woman suffering in this one again? You would think he would stop doing that and make a black man suffer or something. Well, I guess a black man did suffer that one time in the tub, but after he made the woman suffer, he suffered. It's called Straw on Netflix. Oh, because this is the final straw. Oh my God. Please, somebody save us, please. Right now. All I know is I like to watch Tyler Perry movies just for the sheer entertainment. They're comedies to me at this point. But all the people who talking about, I've seen some people like, we gotta shop at Target because there's a lot of black brands at Target that first of all, I don't care about the black brands at Target. Okay, I should be able to go to your website and purchase your brand. Or also, like, I can go to Amazon and purchase Tabitha Brown's products. I don't have to go to Target to purchase those. Even if she don't sell them on her website, at least I can still go to Target. But I want to know, like, all the people who say, oh, we should still shop at Target for black brands. You gotta also watch Tyler Perry movies then. Because that's the same sort of mindset, right? Like, the platform may not be the best, but it gives opportunities to black artists, actors trying to make it. Is that not the same concept? I'm not going to Target, but it kind of feels like, okay, well, you must be forced to watch Tyler Perry's then, because if you just care about supporting black brands no matter what, watch it. I'll turn it on and let it play. Oh my goodness. I will hardly watch it because I'll be watching it like, what the hell? I'll watch it on my Instagram and talk about it. Y'all know, if y'all follow me on Instagram, sometimes when I have the time, it doesn't happen as much anymore, but I watch movies. What the hell? And I'll talk about them on my story, and it's entertaining for people who like it. What's my thought on the diaspora wars? I think they're stupid. I think they're rooted in white supremacy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. What else is there to say about them? We're all black. It's a bit stupid and ignorant to me, but okay. And let me be clear, I think when it comes to diaspora wars, I think everybody who participates in it is stupid and ignorant. Black people who have a hate towards African and Caribbean people because of whatever they have to say gets on my nerves. African and Caribbean people who think that black people are lazy when we literally pave a way for them here in America to do everything that they need to do is literally stupid and crazy and ignorant. Like, all of it is ignorant. But that's what supremacy does. It puts people against each other so that we don't focus on the real oppressor. We're too busy arguing with each other about some bullshit. I don't do flexi rods. I only do twist out. This is what's easiest for me. Yeah. You want to try flexi rods? That seems like too much work for me, personally. Too complex. Plus, I also think for flexi rods to come out, like, it just with my hair texture, don't you have to smooth your hair over the flexi rod? Like, my hair doesn't smooth. Seems like it would work better on blown out hair versus my hair, which doesn't really get smooth. How's mom life? Mom life is good. I'm on a mommy break right now. So my kid is in Dallas with my parents. My mom took my kid back to Texas so I can get a break. So for the next 5 nights or so, I will be childless. And I'll be able to get some things done that I want to get done. So I started this at 12:20. It's been an hour. Yeah, my parents are literally the best. I do love my parents with all of my heart. And I think I would be dead without my mother specifically, but my dad does stuff too, you know. My mom does more, but my dad does do stuff, you know. I called my dad yesterday. I said, how was my baby when you went to go pick them up? and because my dad picked my mom and my baby up from the airport, and my dad said, oh yeah, they were excited. He was like, I was like, did they say, hey Papa, hey Papa? My dad said, all the way home, I wish I had earplugs. My dad low-key funny to me. I was like, yeah, that was funny. And then my mom went and picked up my nephew. I have a nephew. He is he's 8. So when I called last night, right, when I called last night, my nephew was already over there, because he was like, as soon as you pick up my baby, he wanted to come over and hang out, you know. My kid is 3, he's 8, so they're still like childlike in their childlike phase. And my brother's actually, my nephew's dad, my brother is actually out of town on a cruise right now. So my mom was like, okay, so she went and picked him up. And so when I called last night, there was so much noise in the background, the kids jumping around, my dad's rolling his eyes, my mom's like, I'm so tired, I went on a flight and I flew. I'm like, you didn't have to go get my nephew and do all of that. And I was like, why didn't you take a nap when my baby went to the store with my sister? My sister got my baby and said, let's go to Walmart. And I know my baby probably came back with some shit they didn't need, but anyway, that's their auntie. I love my sister. So anyway, I was like, the baby was gone. How long was you and the baby gone? My sister was like, we were gone for 2 hours. I'm like, well, why didn't you take a nap? She's like, oh, I had to cook. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, that's your problem. If you feel like you need to get off of a plane and you got up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you brought your grandbaby to town and you still got to come home and cook, that's your problem. That's a you problem. My mom, she doesn't have good boundaries. I'm like, who would get on to bring their baby across the country and then come home and feel like they got to cook too? Girl, you need to set some boundaries. And then to complain about how you tired. Girl, I said, okay, well, I gotta let y'all go. So look at this hair. Wow. That is some pretty compromised hair. Like, the healthiest hair is like literally like right here. We have some breakage. We have a lot of breakage right here, all through here. And we have compromised hair at the end. Look at that. That's why I have to do these twists a little bit tinier at the tops to get a little bit more definition, so it's better for hydrating the hair and everything else like that too. So we're gonna do a little bit of trimming, not too much. No, I'm using Carol's Daughter. Would I ever get micro locks? I used to want locks really bad, but the idea of me having to get my hair done is annoying. The idea of how long that process would take. One thing about me is I've been wearing press-on nails for years because I'm very impatient. I do not like to participate in things that are very time consuming, that don't pay me money. So as far as like getting locks, micro locks that I will have to go maintain, or some people be like, you can do it yourself. It's gonna take me hours to relock. Like, that sounds honestly like a nightmare to me as I get older. Hey, Sergeant Lloyd. So I don't ever see myself doing it. Maybe when I get older. I didn't realize how much work locks were until I got TikTok and started realizing, like, because I would have been, I always said I'm going to lock my hair, but now I'm kind of like, I don't know about that, because I've seen some videos about how much work it is. All right, let's do some micro trimming and we'll be done. I'm 4 minutes over my scheduled time, allotted time for this. I think I made great time today. It took me 1 hour and 4 minutes to do my twist out. Okay, so when it comes to micro trimming, I have some really good scissors here that I stole from my corporate job that I had. These are not shears. I highly recommend you buy shears because I'm not going to tell you to cut your hair with regular scissors, but these are really good scissors, okay? So, yeah. Well, how I micro trim my hair is I take a look at the hair. I evaluate the hair while it's in mini twists. And I think about what needs to be chopped. Now, anybody with any sense would look at this and chop this hair up to here. Sorry. But not me. So I'm going to chop this piece. That's why I call it micro trimming. And it'll give me a nice clean finish right here. And so I'm going to look at all these pieces. And I'm not going to chop them where they exactly should be chopped, really. I'm going to just chop a little bit of hair off at the end. And I do this probably like weekly, and it prevents me from having to do like a really big like chop or make my hair look a little bit too uneven. And it's a really good way for me, I think, to trim the hair and then make my twists look a little bit more cleaned up. Okay, so this one, I probably chopped this one a few times. It's doing good. I don't need to chop it. We can let it do its thing, and then we move on to this side. So you see how that, honestly, just doing that just cleaned it up a little bit. So yeah, but if you want to chop these up, you can. I mean, you can do that too. This one I chopped a few times. It's starting to look a little bit better, so I'm not gonna chop that one. You would have gotten scissor happy. Yeah, it's easy to get scissor happy, so be careful when doing this. So yeah, okay, so on this side we have a lot more healthy hair, it looks like, right? I don't know why this side is like doing a little bit better, but we do have some pieces here that that are a part of my leave out, obviously, because this hair is good. Like, we have a little bitty piece right here we can chop. Just the tiniest little bit, but all this is leave out. Even when I wear my clip-ins, all this is leave out, right? And the hair is dry, it's not being moisturized and stuff like that. So all of this hair is healthy, no chopping needed. But we're going to address some of this right here, right? So we're going to just chop off these little pieces right here. Like, anybody, normal person would be like, okay, this needs to be chopped here, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna do a little bit of trimming here and here and here. And I'm so unhappy with this piece. But honestly, when I wear my clip-ins, it looks good. So I'm not gonna cut it. Yeah, and we're done. The last thing, how do I do the hair in the back? You would just take the pieces like this and chop off what needs to be chopped. I don't have any hair that really needs to be done in the back. And the last thing I like to do is I have my little hair jewelry I like to put in my hair. I'm going to the gym, but I still want to look cute, right? Where's my little other one? Oh, here it is. I need to order some more of these. Have fun in Dallas. I'm not in Dallas. I live in Los Angeles. This is where I live. This is kind of hard to do with nails. Okay. Okay, so we got one on. I used to have more of those, but I don't know what happened to them. I need to order some more. See, you try to put the hair in, it just doesn't go. That's why I take it and I twist it like this. Okay. If I could make it down here and it would stay, I would, but like, I've tried everything to get these to stay in my hair. They don't fall out too easily, but okay. I have one more. This one might not stay in. Maybe it will. Okay. And that's it. I'm done. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna go put on my gym clothes. I'm going to eat something and I'm gonna wait for my people to get here to clean my place. Yeah, I'm gonna upload this on YouTube, I think. I always say that, but I think I'm gonna actually upload this one because I didn't say nothing crazy on here. Okay, bye.